Welcome to Schedule Frenzy. In this video, I'm going to talk about the basics of visual note-taking. So first things first, why visual note-taking? Well, it enhances your memory and retention of information mostly because you now have access to multiple cues, which will help you remember what you need to know. Visual note-taking improves your understanding of the lessons you're supposed to learn because you're not just jotting down what the teacher or the book say, but you're exercising your brain by connecting the verbal material to the visual material. And of course, it's way more fun compared to boring old text-filled notebooks. There are three things you need to remember when you're doing visual note-taking. There's text, images, and structure. Text and visual note-taking is important because it's not merely writing the usual way one does. It's writing while making use of one's knowledge in hierarchy and distinction. This means that when you write or doodle the words, you highlight the more important terms so it'll be easier for you to identify the main point from the supporting details. Text can also be used as a form of visual mnemonics, which is the treatment of words as images. This helps you understand and remember difficult terms better, and it also helps you filter out the unimportant details and places more emphasis on the words you actually need to know. Plus, this translates everything into a language you actually speak, since you call the shots with how these terms will look on your notebook. Images are important because turning words into pictures involves translating terms into recognizable forms, from purely linguistic concepts and descriptions to objects one can actually see. Think of it this way, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and if you can save up on ink and paper by drawing just one doodle instead of writing a 5-paragraph description, then why not stick to visual note-taking? Structure gives your notes direction and organizes the flow and relationships of the concepts and lessons you're trying to learn. Structures can be in the form of charts, graphs, or maps. They don't just organize your thoughts, but they can also help you spot trends, illustrate patterns, and they let you see an actual picture of the data you need to examine. But instead of doing the usual boring way of making them, you can also incorporate what's been said about images and text. This doesn't just increase the visual appeal of your notes, but this process of relating words to images and pictures and words to an overall structure improves your understanding and knowledge of the lesson. It makes things less complicated for you because you can do things your way and turn the teacher's and the textbook's words into structures and images that make much more sense to you. That's all for the basics, and I hope you learned something new in this video.